What is going on, everyone? It has been quite some time since we've been able to get back at you, as probably last time was Empire Hill Climb. So we are back at the shop. So you can see there's so much stuff behind me because this guy down there has got a lot to do before he goes to Vegas. But let's catch up with him. He's actually welding some stuff on Bud right now. Hopefully we won't disrupt him a little bit.
Reinforcing some things.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I picked up a sweet trailer. Some of you guys might know the Schweitzer Performance. The brothers, they had an old trailer that basically a bumper pull semi-trailer.
Yeah,
it's very
huge.
fitting. Yeah, it's huge. 36-footer, it's 42 feet overall, and I'm just under legal limit, so it's awesome. What's not awesome is while hauling the car back, or the trailer back, last weekend, or this week actually, there was some road construction that wasn't very clearly marked. And I pretty much went full Dukes of Hazzard with a 74-foot rig.
Jeez.
And you can see we're doing some reinforcements on this.
Yeah, there it is.
Basically yeeted the whole hitch out of the back of the truck.
Yikes.
I mean, it was still connected, but barely. So I was able to make it to my customers. Thankfully, just a couple exits down the freeway. Trailer, because I wasn't gonna continue to haul it, and then continued home. But that's what we got.
Hold on. Whoop. So, I mean, the exoskeleton, you guys have seen that. Maybe you recognize that from John's place. So we got the RS in here, doing some work on the NSX. We got the engine back. We obviously have everything set up for there. But this guy has got a lot to do. Sorry, I gotta keep messing with the ND filter. It's too dang sunny.
So, almost done with this. Just got to do the underside welds, throw some paint on it. Since we're going to be in Vegas, it'll last forever in the desert. So, once this is done, we're going to get into the NSX engine over there. And today we'll be doing the rotating assembly. So,
Sweet.
got Brian cleaning the shop. I can get this out of here, and we're going to be jumping all over the place.
Cool.
So, my goal for the weekend is to have the engine done. Poke it in the car Monday or Tuesday.
Sweet.
And then we got to have it done by the following Sunday.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well, you get on that. Once you get done with that, we'll go to the NSX and we'll go from there. All right, so I just walked in here, and he's been busting on the NSX. You've actually got a lot of stuff done off scenes because I haven't really been able to be here, unfortunately. So what's been going on? Give us an update.
just built the engine, got it all together. Everything looked good. Good tolerances all around.
Oh, look at this thing.
Yep. So down to the last bits and getting ready to swap everything over so we can get it in the car.
Also, if you do not know, they did do upgraded stop techs. These things are massive. It's super cool to see the difference though between this and the Brembos, and there's really not much. I mean, they look about the same size and everything. I'm curious to see if the stopping power is just as good. Yeah,
I've always liked stop tech.
I know I was about to say you run stop tech calipers.
Yeah, so Bill's NSX, the one we did last year, Bill wanted to do all four. And Stop Tech no longer offers an e-brake, so that's why we're going to go with Bill's.
I know that.
Yeah, but so that's good because that's some of the last Stop Techs probably ever made for the NSX. They were just bought out, and I don't know what they're doing. So
Really? That's wild.
Times are changing.
Yeah, so it's super cool to see the progress on this guy. Obviously, this is here.
That'll dig in as soon as we're done with the NSX.
Yep.
I'll have the engine in tonight. Tomorrow we'll start finishing the turbo install. It's all pretty easy from here. And then start plug and play on we're using a Haltech Elite on this. We got to plug into the harness for that, so that'll install easy. I've got base maps, so I should plug in and run. So we'll try to hit the dyno this weekend.
It's not like it's your first rodeo.
Yeah, the NSX, I'm not worried about it. It was just getting the parts and
Yeah.
The customer didn't pay completely up front, which is good. I don't like doing that. I try to do all parts plus labor, and he's paid when I've asked, so that's been good.
Yeah.
So got down to the point where it's like, if we're delayed on any part, we're screwed.
Yeah.
So thankfully everything's been in stock. So
sweet.
So we're good.
Awesome. When Cody did do Bill's NSX last year, I wasn't here for this process, so I really didn't see much of like the engine being out, the turbo kit being built.
We didn't build Bill's engine. We did have it out because he had a ton of leaks and just it was a mess.
Oh, that's right. It wasn't an actual like choker build.
Probably should have built it because it would have been sweet, but oh well. He didn't want to spend the money, so.
But it was a cool ride. So even comparing that. Because that you said made about like what, 420-ish?
Yeah.
And then this is good. This is probably what, like in the 6s?
Oh, this engine will do 1,000 horsepower, but we ended up doing a GTX 3584, so it's, what is that? I think it's a 67 mil turbo. So we should be able to see nearly 700 at the wheels.
Jeez.
So, customer wants to see over 7. I'm not going to push it because he's not doing any exotic fuels, so. Doing pump gas, so generally 18, 20 pounds. I did a 9-to-1 engine, so we could do 20 pounds pretty easily. But I suspect we're going to be spinning tires on the roller, so.
Oh yeah.
It'll read 600 something, and that'll be all we can do. Because of my situation, I mean, I'm done in a few weeks, so he's actually going to ship the car to Science of Speed. They're going to finish it up. He wants different wheels, and I don't have time, so.
Yeah.
Do what we were commissioned to do, and move it on.
Go from there. Yeah, it's super cool to actually see everything out. So yeah, I know you've got some spark plug stuff to do. You've got some other stuff to do. Let's go check in with Connor. We haven't checked in with Connor in a while, and I know he's actually been doing a lot of carbon stuff. So we'll go say hi to him and see what he's up to. So Connor's been working on a lot of carbon stuff, and actually one of them is this diffuser. I know it's pretty.
It definitely needs some touch up, which is what I'm working on at the moment. So there were a few dry spots, a few little voids filled up with some epoxy, and now sanding them down, and then afterwards gonna polish, and it's gonna look real nice and shiny.
So what is this for?
This is for another C6 time attack car.
Sweet.
We're doing a full aero kit. I just popped out the top side of the front wing, which is sitting outside. Just popped that one out today, and it turned out pretty darn good.
Sweet.
So really happy with that.
Cool. No, we haven't really been around the shop to kind of like check out like what Connor's doing, what Brian's doing. Brian's in the inside actually doing a engine harness right now. He's pretty much what he had to do for pretty much the same thing for the supercar system car, right? Plus or minus a couple of things. Yeah, really similar.
Easier harness. Yeah, because John's RS, he's just doing a manual shifter, so it makes things easy. Cuts a lot of sensors out, so
yeah,
he's already got it all ran. He just has to start pinning, so he should have the harness done this week. So.
Sweet. So yeah, they have completely been busy. Unfortunately, I have not been able to be here as much to catch a lot of that stuff, but hopefully after today, we'll have a good update, a good video for you guys to kind of know what's going on at the shop, how he's been doing with everything that's been going on, and yeah, we'll go from there. So other than that, we'll probably get some B-roll of Cody and of Connor just working out, doing their thing, and we'll check in a little bit. Man, and those guys back there have been busy. What have you been working on?
Jamming out turbo kit. So most of it's on. We got a fabric. I don't know where my jigs went for the little. Obviously, zip tires aren't going to hold, but
yeah, look at that.
So we got to build some mounts. Full turbo systems in. You can do your pan out B-roll magic.
Hold up, gotta get the goods.
We do need to do the air filter yet. So
look at that.
And then vacuum lines. That'll be done. I'm waiting on hind joints. I ordered them 2 days ago, and they're not here yet.
Yeah.
I really hope they get here, because it'd be ideal.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
otherwise, here's the rest of the kit. I don't know if YouTube's really even seen my kits. I don't remember. Did we cover bills in any detail?
I think we might have a little bit.
Here's more of it. So.
Oh yeah.
Water intercooler lines. You can get in front.
Oof. So. Look at that. It's so weird because it's just such a way more compact system than like most traditional cars, and the fact that all the electronics are literally behind the rear two seats. So it's super weird to see
So
all of that.
this car is going to Qatar, and it's like 130 degrees average temp. So we did a coil radiator, and normally my kits have the heat exchangers out here, but my first kits, like 15 years ago, they were center mounted like this, and I decided to go back to this, so that way the AC worked, because you can't drive the car if you're
Gotcha.
dying. So,
Yeah, that's wild.
did a big one so it can try to cool some of the heat. But yeah, so we'll dyno it without the bumper just to make sure to do a leak check and all that. And then yeah, so goal today is fire up, finish up the last little bit of fabrication. I'm putting fluids in now, and then start making noise.
Yeah.
Do a little break in, start it up, make sure there's no leaks, get it up temperature, and then we'll start doing a break in. Maybe today yet. So if it goes well, I'll get right into it. So I could have some numbers down by tonight. So
Sweet. I know a lot of people, I'm going to switch this way because of the sun. I know a lot of people have been commenting on his Facebook about us being able to do videos with this, driving it around. Unfortunately, we will not be able to do that with this car because it is not registered. So like you said, the owner is in Qatar. So obviously when he takes delivery of it across, you know, the pond, then they will be able to do all of that. So unfortunately, we'll only get some dyno runs, but still hopefully get some good footage of it, some good turbo noises, making sure, like you said, no leaks, no nothing like that, and everything's working well. So we're gonna let these boys kind of finish up and kind of join them for the journey and see how it goes. Are you ready to give this thing a first start?
well, so last night I was yeah, it was getting late and everybody left. So I'm like, I'll try to start it. So the battery was wasted, wouldn't take a charge. So okay, I'll check systems over. Had no fuel pressure. Get in this morning, and check continuity on the fuel pressure plug, which is right here, because you can't get at the fuel pump, it's buried.
Yeah.
No continuity.
Oops.
So somebody forgot to plug it in before they put the fuel tank in. So I just got done with that.
Freaking Connor, I knew it was you when you did it. I'm just
Video
kidding.
guy. It's always a video
Yeah,
guy.
I'm sorry. I forgot it's me.
So we got fuel pressure. I think we're gonna try to start it.
Give it the first rip, eh?
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm always nervous in the first start.
I know. All right, hold on, I'm getting back here. Let her rip, Tater Chip.
Throttle body's bigger than the last car I used, so it's a little high, but we got good oil pressure, so I just left it running. Yeah! Woohoo!
We are here because you are ready to dyno.
Well, we already dynoed. You can see the montage of wheel spins. They made the same, it read the same power at 14 pounds as it did at like 18 or 19, because it's spinning hard. So, the customer, he's in Qatar or Cater, however you say that. So I'm trying to explain it to him like it's all we can do, but it isn't. So, open the trunk.
Did you pop it?
Yeah.
Oh, would you look at that? There's a bunch of stuff in there.
We got some ballast, and then also we're going to try to do a 5th gear pull. Traditionally I do 4th gears, but 5th gear, it's a lot of load, so I'm not doing like a 2,000 RPM start. We're going to start at like 3,500.
Gotcha.
I know it's making power, it's tuned, so we're just basically getting a reading now. So
Sweet.
we're going to do it without that, and then if we still spin, guess who's getting in the trunk?
This guy. So I'll be a good extra little bit of weight to hopefully keep this thing from squatting, but he's going to get a couple pulls right now, and then we're going to go from there and see how it goes. How do you feel about that one?
A little better. That was about 20 pounds. I'll push it to 22 on pump. So we're gonna let it cool off, load some more, and then he says he wants to see 700. So loose, it's not my fault. No, it's actually running really well. So
All right, that's good.
so check some logs, and maybe we'll check the plug.
All right, so final number, 660 and 571.
Actually, I'm looking at this. It started making more power at Redline.
Did it?
I wonder if we should try one to like 8,000. Yeah, so I cut the runoff at 7,500, and it's max power at 7,500, so it's still making power. Yeah, I did 661 wheel and 570 foot-pounds, making a ton of torque. It's on pump gas. I get nervous around pump gas at this level.
Yeah.
It's a 9-to-1 compression engine, so I don't think we're not really knocking yet, but it's, if this was 85, we'd be like 750. It'd be easy.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So I think I want to, let's do some, yeah, I'm going to call it. That's fine. Brand new engine. It's, he wanted a 700 wheel, and then this dyno, this thing's trucking along just fine.
Yeah.
Now we got
So
traction. Fifth gear pulls are hard. So he also was like, don't break the gearbox, and anything above 550 foot-pounds, you're on borrowed time. So I think we're good.
sweet.
Also of note, he does have 95 octane gas over there. So I
Ooh.
could probably bump a degree or two of timing, or just leave it, and this is going to be ridiculous. So this much power on this dyno. Yeah, if you did selects, you could be 9s pretty easy. So
That's wild.
you won't have
cool.
traction until 5th gear, that's for sure.
So cool.
Okay, so last NSX project.
Yep, last
gotta-
NSX project.
We got to button it up. I got to go to Vegas, drop the thing off. When I get back, well, he's ordering some tires, so I'll have the tires next week. And do some test driving.
Sweet.
Get her on a truck, get it out of here.
Yeah, perfect. So that is gonna do it for this NSX video, guys. I know it's been a really long time since we've been able to kind of pump some stuff out. Cody's been really busy with a bunch of things, obviously with Move. I've been super busy. We're trying to figure out everything that I need to do after. So really do always appreciate the support, guys. Thank you still constantly for the messages, checking in on us, see how we're doing, what's up next, what's going on. So we appreciate you guys and all the support, and we'll see you in the next one.